Alright, what is up, y'all? Welcome back to another YouTube video. I know I've been gone for a minute, but this video is gonna be lit.
Truly.
It's gonna be hard.
Truly.
You
might be wrecked. You
might be wrecked.
We're here to challenge your thinking. We're here to challenge your ways.
That's true.
So.
That's fact. So let's get straight into it. Oh, so this guy, one of my bros from South Africa.
Yes, sir.
Say
Yes,
your
sir.
name.
We being here. I'm Tyron.
Follow him at
Tyron.Boyson. On Instagram, that's Tyron dot BOOYSE. And I don't know why I had to use my hand.
Bro, that's
like
a
D.
lot.
It's a lot. I'm sorry. Yeah, you don't have to follow me. You have to follow me. I'm just saying. It's out there. You know what I mean?
That's right.
But yeah, I little background about myself. I'm from Cape Town, South Africa.
Yes, sir!
Born and raised.
Yeah.
And moved over here. My mother remarried and moved our family. And God has been yeah. Just right into it. God has been crazy, man. God has been faithful.
Yeah.
And so yeah, met Steph at church. Met Steph through Red Rocks. And so. We've just been growing, man. We've been growing, and I'm thankful for the Lord that He's like just giving me a relationship where it challenges the way I think about the Lord in and of Himself. Like I've thought in this past month, even just yesterday, like I've thought about the Lord in so many different ways that I didn't really see Him in before. That now I'm like, wow, like think about it. You know what I mean? Don't just because a lot of times like we just go through the motions. Like we go to church and the pastor has a great sermon.
God is good.
God is good all the time.
All the time. God
you
is
know,
good.
you get your little Sunday cookout in, and it's nap time, and then Monday hits, and
that's right.
You know, you're going through the motions again, and so really like this conversation is really just it's candid. It is spontaneous. Yes,
Yeah, we didn't plan this at all.
But at the same time, like. I feel it heavy on me to just let people know what we're about to talk about. That it's okay to doubt. It's okay to have fear. It's okay to
go through the motions.
To go through the motions.
Yeah.
You know, now you should want and if you don't want a deeper relationship with the Lord. Like, don't think that. Oh, like I'm not a child of God anymore. Bro, I don't want to sit down and read my Bible for an hour. Like, no, bro, nobody. If I'm honest, bro, I don't know a lot of people that want to sit down and be in a word for like hours, bro.
That's true. Not even pastors be doing that, bro. Hey, bro, to be honest, bro, pastors
Go ahead, talk about it.
Bro, pastors don't be doing that for real.
Yeah, and so yeah, like, bro, it's okay. I know people that. Well, like my grandmother, great woman of faith, like, bro, she'll literally, like, spend 15, 20 minutes with God, but it's more powerful than my hour I spend with the Lord. Like, we put God into, like, this time of, like, if I spend an hour with you, like, you
That's
love
true,
me.
though. That's
like,
true.
If I pray for 5 minutes, like, I'm a better Christian. Bro,
you know what I'm thinking, bro? I'm realizing it's not about how you spend time with God.
ahead.
It's about how intentional you are.
Go ahead.
Bro. Because it can be like, the moments when I wake up and I'm like, I ain't trying to read my Bible.
I'm not trying to do this right now.
Bro, but I be in class, bro, and I listen to worship, bro, and that's my God.
Yes, bro. We try to, and not to take away from, yes, God is with you in that moment of prayer. God is with you when you're just doing your regular stuff throughout the day, whether it's if you're a parent dropping your kids off at school, or if you're a student being in the class, or whatever it is, like, His Spirit is there because He's in you.
Yeah.
And so a lot of times I'll be just driving in the car and I'll just feel the Spirit. Like, bro, I'll be listening to Maverick City, Chandler Moore, Dante Poe, like you name it, Brandon Lake.
That's true.
And then all of a sudden
you just feel it.
It's just boom. Like, I've had moments where I'm in the car, I'll put on Hillsong. Bro, it slaps. It slaps, and then there's moments where I'm like, bro, I'm not feeling this at all. Like, I'm going through something. Like, life kind of sucks right now. My situation sucks, and so I feel like I can't worship. And that, bro, like, ladies and gentlemen, it is okay to feel these things. Like, a lot of people, like, If we're honest. And it's not even like this is coming from people outside of the church. This is coming from people inside the church. Like, you're doubting God, like, you're fearing that he's not gonna come through, like, you're scared, like, you're, you know what I mean, you're falling to your flesh, like, all the time, like, bro, you should be better, you're right, I should be better, but I can't help but to feel my emotions, I can't help but to see what is right in front of me, and a lot of the times I feel like, where I wrestle with the Lord, is because he's not a physical being in my life.
Right, so you're like someone you don't see.
Exactly. He's in all of us, like, he created us, his spirit is inside of us, but we want to go to something that we can physically see, physically feel, physically touch, physically talk to.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And so it's in spirit, bro.
Right.
We worship by the spirit. You know what I mean?
Right.
Not by the flesh. Like, and so I the main thing that I really wanted to talk about, and that Steph is gonna highlight as well, like doubt and fear and insecurity and not knowing, do I really believe God? Like,
am I feeling
like, you know what I mean? Like, I know this is what the word says. I know that, like,
He's here. His
like, spirit
he's
rest.
with me,
like,
but it's like I don't feel him. Like, how do I deal with that?
I don't feel it.
Yeah, like, because, you know, being in the church, it's like, if you don't feel God, if you don't see God, if you don't hear God, it's like, God's not with you.
God's not with you.
What
you
am I doing wrong?
You know what I mean?
You know, like, what am I doing wrong? It's like, because we're talking, like, when the pastor preaches something different, and you go home and you're dealing with something different, and you're like, oh my gosh, bro.
Yeah.
He ain't with me. Like, am I doing something wrong? I need to tithe more. I need to love more. I need to do something different. And sometimes that's how it has to be. Like, that's conviction. But also, like, there's a thin line between condemnation and conviction.
Come on, Steph.
Bro, like,
talk about it. Talk about it.
Bro, because basically conviction is correction, right?
Come on.
But then condemnation is like something that's from the devil. Like, it's something that pesters you, something that bothers you to the point where, like, bro, that's not of God. That's not of the Lord. Like, sometimes you just have to understand that, like, you just have to go through the motions.
You gotta go.
You have to go through it. And the thing is, as we're talking yesterday, it's like you were talking about how we need to understand that it's all about the process and it's not about the progress.
Bro.
Like, it's not supposed to be about perfection. It's supposed to be about progression, actually, bro. Like, going through it and, like, understanding that it's not about what's happening to you, bro.
Come on.
But it's about what's happening in you.
Come on! Talk about it! Talk about it! Hey, come on, buddy! Bro, it's like, talk about it.
You have to understand, like, the situation won't change.
Yeah.
But the thing that's gonna change is you. Like, God uses the situation to
on,
change you.
Stop.
Like, that's so cliche, bro. But, like, that's
It's
how it
real,
is,
though.
bro.
A lot of
That's real.
cliche things are real. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true, bro. Like, that's how it is. Like, you gotta go through it.
You have
like,
to.
bro, even for me, like, at school, like, anyone who knows me, bro, like, this has been one of the worst semesters, bro, for so many reasons. And it's like, dang, I want to worship, you know, I want to do this, Lord. I want to spend so much time with you. But it's like, God, I don't feel you. Like,
I don't feel you. Talk about it.
Bro, like, how do I deal with that?
Talk about it.
And it's like, sometimes you just have to go through it, bro. Like, go through it, grow through it. Like, you know, one thing that I understood is, like, it's hard to understand the season whilst you're still in it. You can only understand the season after. When you look back and be like, oh, God was strengthening me, God was helping me, God was changing my mentality and my patterns. It's like, oh, okay, now I understand. But whilst you're going through it, bro, you don't understand anything. I'm telling you. That's the thing that's giving me peace.
Yeah. And bro, like, for example, even like, this is just on my head right now, I'm sorry.
You good.
But like, a lot of times, like, to give you like a metaphor, I guess, is like, when people create movies, when people create TV shows, they may have read the end, but they haven't acted it out yet.
That's right.
It hasn't come to pass yet.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
That's true.
And now looking back,
Come on.
then you got a whole premiere where everybody now shows up and seen the creation, the ending, the culmination of the hard work spent in, the hours and hours and hours of acting, the hours and hours of working out and having to eat right to get the role and to look the role, to look the part and to everything. So I say all that to say this, like, it's a process.
It's a process.
Like, you already said this, bro. It's not about perfection.
Yeah, bro.
It's about the process and what the Lord wants to do in you.
Right.
A lot of the times, like even for me, I'll take an example. Like I used to be wild, yo. Like I used to. Listen, I used to be wild, like
bro,
just doing whatever I wanted.
Let me cut you off there, bro.
Go ahead.
Everybody's got a past.
Everybody.
Like if you're watching this, bro,
Everybody.
everybody's got a past. And the thing is, your past might not be the same as mine,
Yes.
bro. But sin is sin, bro. Like stealing and doing something different, bro, is the same thing, bro. Sin is sin, bro. You cannot put sin on a pedestal, bro. Like, sin is sin. So like, just understanding that, like, just because you sin doesn't necessarily mean that you're a bad person.
Yeah.
Like that's a human thing.
Yeah.
We are broken. Like we're living in a broken world.
We're born into sin. Like,
Yeah, bro. Like that's how it is.
We're born into a sinful nature. Like something I hear a lot is when you're talking about sin and like, Lord, I'm struggling with. Like a lot of people will say, bro, you don't have to tell a toddler to say mine. You don't have to.
Right.
You don't have to teach them to not share.
Right.
Like,
You don't
have to teach a little kid to be like, no, mine. Like, my mom, my dad, my toy, my, you know what I mean? Like, my whatever. So we're born into that.
That's right.
And to touch on that, like, yo, bro, we're flesh. You know what I mean? The only person who did not sin, as you know, is Jesus. Like, you know, and so we are flesh, like, and that's what he came for. Like, he came so that we could have victory over sin. Like, the enemy is not under our feet, and a lot of times when we're going through something, it doesn't feel that way. When you're struggling with something, whether you're struggling with, whether it be lust or drug addiction or you're watching things you shouldn't be watching, you're talking how you shouldn't be talking. You know what? Pornography. Like, you know what I mean?
It's
like straight
thing.
up, like it's a thing. Not just men.
Women
struggle with it too, bro.
Right,
like,
that's true.
Like it's not, you know what I mean? But for me, my default has always been like, I struggle with this, so the Lord doesn't love me.
Yeah.
I struggle with this.
Yeah.
I'm not good enough to be in the presence, like, with the Lord. Like, bro, we all fall short of the glory of God.
Everybody. Even pastors,
your
bishops.
best pastor.
Everybody.
Your favorite pastor.
Everybody.
Falls short.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so, bro, like, it's about growth. It's not about perfection.
Yeah.
I was telling Steph this the other day, like, when you grow, if you're, well, I guess not just a basketball player, but if you're, just a person in general. Like your knees hurt when you're growing. Your body aches randomly. Your joints hurt. Your legs, your arms might hurt. It sucks in the moment.
It does.
But then you're a freshman in high school and I'm taller than I was in 5th grade.
That's true. That's right.
And now you're a senior and you're like, bro, I'm way bigger than I was. I'm way taller than I was as a freshman. You know what I mean? And so, bro, it's about growth. And growth isn't always, well, I'm going to say growth is never comfortable.
No, it's not always visible, too.
It's not always visible, especially when you're in it. Like,
bro.
It's not an easy thing to go through.
Yeah.
And I think that the beautiful thing of it all, bro, before I go further, I want to say this. A lot of people, I've done this myself. Like, Lord, why are you making me go through this? Lord, why?
Question.
Why? God, you must not love me, bro. Why am I struggling? I'm struggling with the same thing, Lord. Again, I thought I beat it last season. I thought I was delivered from this. I thought I was delivered from drugs or porn or like whatever the case may be.
Bro, sin creeps in.
Sin creeps in, and listen.
It does.
God does not lead you to sin, bro.
No,
God,
he doesn't.
something I want to just clear the air on. God does not walk you to sin.
But does he walk you through it?
Come on. Took the words out my mouth. What? He walks you through it. You know what I mean? Like, and bro, like, what I'm thinking about right now is like, bro, the only time God led to sin was when Jesus went to the wilderness to defeat it. Not to come back and and be in the struggle, but he went to defeat it.
Right.
So sin is already under our feet, but we struggle with it because we are flesh. Like, our nature, bro, is sinful. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to think twice sometimes about doing something you know good and well.
It's not right.
It's not right. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
so you, bro, honestly, what it is like, stop blaming God. Like, I just want to say that. Stop blaming God for what your flesh is going through. By his grace, he comes down into a situation you got yourself into.
All the time.
Into a situation you got yourself into. His grace says, I want to walk you through it though. I want to help you. I want to help you.
That's right.
And if you're, right now, I want to say, if you're going through something, bro, speak to it. I am victorious.
That's right.
The Lord does love me.
That's true.
I am secure because he created me. Even if you're, bro, even if you're
don't
insecure,
feel it, bro.
even if you're struggling with porn, even if you're struggling
Right.
with drugs, even if you're
right.
struggling with your relationship,
That's right.
I am a good friend.
That's right.
Speak to it.
That's right.
Speak life into it. Bro, in Ezekiel, like, but that mother spoke life to the bones, bro. And then John's came.
Bro, but
man.
you know what, bro? For me to be transparent, bro.
Go
for
ahead.
me, struggling with porn, I feel like this is something that people, almost 98% of the dudes that are watching this.
At some point,
you
thought about it,
bro.
And here's the thing: sometimes it's not just going to your phone for porn,
Bro.
Your thoughts.
Your
you
thoughts,
see, shorty,
bro.
bro. Be real with yourself now. Be real.
Bro.
Don't let the enemy say, "Nah, you're not really doing. You're not really doing it."
Bro,
you
that's
just kinda
true,
thinking
bro.
it. Nah, that's even thinking it, bro.
Bro, I remember, I think I started struggling with it when I was 17.
Yeah,
Bro. And I had people all the time around me talking about it. I was like, bro, I ain't interested in that.
Yeah.
Bro, I ain't into that.
Yeah.
One day I woke up, I was like, yeah.
All of a sudden.
I was like, where am I getting this desire from? And I was like, dang, this is tough.
Tough.
I was like, I can't pray.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna fast.
Yeah.
I'm good. I ain't even gonna do
Yeah.
anything. But what happened was, the more I prayed about it, the situation didn't change, bro. But the desire just stopped.
Yeah.
It didn't happen overnight because there were moments when I would pray, bro.
Talk about it.
And then the same night I prayed,
Talk
it
about
happened. I was like,
Bro, I be on my knees crying. Lord, come down. Lord, come help me. By your stripes I am healed.
Bro, I didn't have any social media, bro.
Yeah.
I wasn't watching anything. It was
Yeah.
I just prayed, bro. I cried. Lord,
Yeah.
I had a moment with you. And I'm struggling.
And then now I'm here. Was that moment fake? Was that moment?
Like,
was
what
I
is
not
happening,
experiencing
bro?
you?
Bro, and that was so frustrating, bro. And it was it didn't happen overnight. And I know a lot of people struggle with so many different sins.
Yeah.
And that's why for me, it's I don't judge nobody because
Yeah.
I know where I've come from.
Yeah.
But it's it doesn't happen overnight. Overcoming sin is a process.
It's a process.
Bro, it's hard.
It's a lifelong,
Bro, it's
sanctification, bro. It's a lifelong
that's true,
process.
bro.
It's not a. I'm holy forever now. It's bro,
Nah,
being
yeah.
sanctified, it takes your entire life.
Bro.
You know what I mean?
Bro.
And bro, as someone who also used to struggle with porn, heavy,
Yeah. It's tough.
heavy, bro.
It's tough.
It's tough because it's your image, your view of the opposite sex becomes tainted.
So bad,
As to
bro.
just as an object, as
That's
to
right.
just as she cute,
Nah, but I wanna be a MG.
but I want to be in it, John.
That's
I'm
true.
trying to be in it. You know what I
That's
mean?
true, bro.
Bro, I want you to know that it's natural.
Yeah.
It's not, bro. Our flesh, our being is sinful.
It's so simple.
It's terrible.
It's terrible.
And so how do you navigate through that? How do you walk through that? I think step number one is recognizing, I have an issue. Don't lie to yourself, bro. Do not give the enemy a foothold
that's true.
to keep just stomping on your neck.
Right.
Don't give him the foothold to do that. And that's what I was saying earlier, speak life to the situation. Lord, I'm struggling with porn, but I know you want to deliver me from it. I know I'm taking on your help. Receive his help, bro.
Bro, wait. So you're talking
Go
about
ahead.
I know, bro. So what you know and what you feel are two different things, bro. Bro, I had to come into alignment with that, bro. Lord, this is what I'm feeling.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm far away from you.
Go
I
ahead.
can't pray.
Yeah.
I'm on worship.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm struggling with this.
Yeah. Like I don't even know.
Like, I don't even know.
How do I worship?
Like, how do I do this?
Yeah.
Like.